I'm going to be giving you a closer look at these black S-hooks. This is a 24 pack and they really have lots of uses and functions. Okay, so there's several of these little packs in here. And here's your hook. It's got a nice little curvature, a little hook here. You can really reverse it and have a more narrow hook. So when I was looking at these, it's hard to tell. I think the dimensions are on there. It's hard to tell the exact size of these. So I thought that maybe I could hang them over the bar in my closet, but it's definitely too narrow. As you can see, it's a pretty narrow space. So if you're hanging this on something, it has to be pretty narrow. There are ones that are definitely larger and wider that you can use like for hanging up pants or something in your closet, but it doesn't fit over the hook in my closet. So I didn't pay very close attention to how large these were. They're really small. So these can be used in a lot of different ways, tons of different uses. However, you're looking at a more narrow hook. So in this case, if you're using the hook this way, it is very, very small. So I'll just show you some places that you could use these. These are definitely durable. They're a nice heavy metal, so you can really hold heavy objects. Like if you had a place to put these where you could hang pots and pans, it's definitely sturdy enough to do that. You're just looking at, you need to have a small space for that to hang over. It's not going to fit over a wide bar. So here's an example where I've been using these most often. My kids have it's really an entryway organizer that I use in my playroom to hang up dress-up clothes. So you can see how tiny this bar is here, and these work on here just fine. So there's a bar down here that come with these built-in S-hooks on here, but I always wish that there were more, and now I can simply add some more on, that they just hang there. So the other narrow side can't fit over there, but the wider side can, and then you just have a narrow hook to work with there. So they can hang bags and different accessories. It can go up here for hanging dress-up clothes over the top. Sometimes they're a little bit too lazy to get them back on the hanger, so it's nice to just hook it on there, makes it a little bit easier. So I can definitely add on here with various hooks for hanging and organizing stuff in their dress-up area. So any place that you've got narrow bars like this, these hooks will work great. So another example, I've got this clothing rack that's collapsible. Now I've just got it stored in a closet. When I hang dry clothing, I usually do it down here in this closet. And it's nice for when I have visitors. This is a guest bedroom where we haven't built in a closet space. But this is nice because I can just roll it in here and they can use it to hang up clothes when people are coming to visit. Now just an example, this pole here is about as wide as the poles in my closet. Now if you had more of a narrow bar in there, these would be great for hanging on and like hanging belts off of, hats, different accessories. Hooks are a great way to keep things organized in your closet. As you can see, it's just too wide for this to go over. So I don't know, they are pretty strong and heavy duty. If you could like bend it a little bit wider to get that hook on. Like I said, some S hooks are larger. These are more on the small side. But an example here, I do have these bars here that sometimes I will just store accessories on, right? Just drape them over there. And this narrow side definitely fits over there well, and then I can hang various things, smaller items off of here to dry if I needed to, but a nice little narrow bar that hangs off of, no problem. These might be a good way for you to organize in a bathroom area. So I do have a bar that's, you know, about this thick here, and it's not a round bar. However, the large side of this will slip over that way. So if you do have kind of more narrow mounted bars in like a closet or a bathroom, then you can easily slip these over to have little hooks so you can hang towels and various items. Now here's a hanging bar that this actually works perfectly on. So you've got this round side and I've got a nice narrow hanging bar. My other bathroom has bars that are perfect for these because I can just drape them over there and then have some hanging areas. So like the bar over my toilet in the other end of my bathroom, say, I could easily line these up and hang various items. These would also work well in like a garage storage area for hanging tools on. So if you've got, you know, a more narrow board or place where you can slide this in, you can easily organize and hang various tools and things from off the side. Once again, you can use these for a lot of things in your kitchen. The small size does make it a little bit tricky about where to use it. So if you have something narrow to hang from, mounted on your wall, you could easily hang pots and pans off of it because they're strong and sturdy. I don't really have great places to demonstrate that in my kitchen. They're even too wide to like go over, or too narrow to go over my cupboard doors if I wanted hooks off the side. But if I were to mount like a small bar underneath my cupboard door back here, I could easily hang those off and have hooks jutting out here for hanging various things off the side. So those might be a good idea. You'd have to mount something on there to hang these over in order to use them to organize and hold various things under cupboards. So yes, these S hooks you can definitely do a lot of different things with. I was kind of hoping that this pack would just be wider, the hook right here, so I could use it again going over the bar in my closet. However, more narrow bars meant for bathrooms, like little towel racks and stuff, this does fit on well, and various little organizers like I showed you, that it would slip on well and be able to work. So if I really wanted to have my idea where I'm kind of hanging pants or belts and stuff off of this, I could just hang a narrow little bar in my closet and be able to have an organizational area there. But I've got plenty of places in my girls' playroom and in my bathroom where I can use these, as well as taking out into the garage for my husband to hang and organize tools. So if you've got like a board with holes in it that you can slip this through, then you've got just these natural little hooks right here. There's plenty that come in this pack, so I still will be finding use for all of these and probably just shopping around for a little bit larger ones, because if you just search around for ideas for using S hooks, there are tons of ideas. So just be aware that with this pack, they are very small and narrow, so that's going to limit where you can hang them from. However, they are definitely durable and heavy duty. They're nice metal and not very easily bent at all, so you can hang heavier things like pots and pans and heavy tools from these hooks without an issue. So that's been your closer look.